4 minutes starts in 3, 2, 1. Go.
Okay. Basically, Ishipani.com is an online and print youth magazine targeting youth between the ages of 18 to 25.
I don't know if they're the right people to run the business. You guys have been around for 7 years. Do you think you should be further?
I still consider us as a startup.
7 years is a long time, guys.
South Africa njengelinye ke lamazwe asafufusa lana ngaphandle selibe nenani ke elikhulayo labantu abadinga ukusebenzisa ke yona ke i-internet njengoba ke benezidingo ezahlukahlukene. The entertainment and media industry in the country will generate an estimated revenue of 175.4 billion in 2017. Namhlanje sihlangana namadoda ke amathathu lezi insizwa ke lezona zisunguleleke elazo ke ibhizinisi ele online media house. Leli business labo ke it is designed to celebrate and inspire young black South African youth. Namhlanje ku-Making Moves sivakashela Ishipani.com eseBligari eRandburg ukwazi kabanzi ukuthi leli business likhuluma ngani.
Ishipani, we make money through advertising, which is an awesome thing.
They later visit the studio to share their expansion plans to grow their media empire.
What about the likes? I mean, you guys are not reinventing the wheel.
For us, it's more of a passion, and we're driven by what the message that we're trying to put across.
Baphinde bathola ithuba lokuthi bapitchele u50,000 rand.
With the money, we actually want to grow the numbers, and how we actually plan on doing that is that. Sure, so Ishipani.com is South Africa's coolest, hottest online and print youth magazine targeting youth between ages 18 to 25. So if you want to know what's going on,
check us out on www.ishipani.com.
We cover entertainment news that, around the country, but our target audience is the youth. So we go to a lot of parties and we do a lot of celebrity interviews. That's what our magazine is all about. It's about publishing great things that the youth of SA is doing.
We've got the freshest print publication, which is available at CNA stores nationwide.
Yeah.
Plus, you can like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter.
igama lami Bonngoe, originally from KZN in Newcastle. I'm basically one of the founders of Ishipani.com online and print. Ishipani.com is a youth social lifestyle and entertainment publication, and siqale back ePitori, and we were still students at that time. And the reason why we started it was because at that time there wasn't something like what we have, and the other thing was that our students, month end and weekend, they want to know what's going on. They want to know where the hottest and where the coolest parties are happening. So we thought, okay, let us assist them with that by creating this platform where they can go on and actually find out what's going on there. I did my study Rosebank College in Pretoria, and that's where I met two of my business partners, Ali and Andile.
Creative director, designer, I do the finance, I'm the finance guy. So yeah, it's a small company, so we've all got different roles, Then at night, it gets interesting. We go out, I cover events, I take photos of celebs, people, social photos of people. As Ishipani, we make money through advertising, which is an awesome thing. Alcohol brands come to us. They want to reach our market, so they place all their adverts all over our website, and then ka-ching, we make money. As Vayeni, Sumitano Andy.
My job is to organize the content of the magazine, the stories that come into the magazine, everything that you read about, that you see on the magazine. That's my role.
You know, you find youngsters in Eastern Cape or KZN or Limpopo somewhere that have very limited access to the internet. And so now with the print publication, we developed it so that we could also reach some of those readers as well.
Print is not dying in Most Africa, like many people are saying. And there's simply more revenue on print, and people appreciate hard copy with more content. Unlike online, people just want to snack on content, like what's happening now. But print, you can read more lengthy articles.
Ishipani has two sets of clients. The first client is your corporate advertisers, and then the second set of client is your end consumer, your reader who consumes the publication. My role is to now sort of connect all these things together.
Ollie, how are you doing?
How are you? Great, man.
Great. Cool. Have a seat. We've taken about 4 double-page spread ads with Ishipani, and that has been actually very fruitful for us in terms of getting the brand awareness out there and getting the activity with the youth, contacting the campus via either online inquiries or getting on there. We've only done the print ad at this moment.
Oh, Travis.
What's happening?
How are you, buddy?
All right, so.
You good?
Yeah. So walk. Take a seat, guy.
Oh, yes.
So another thing I was thinking about is Africa. What is your thoughts on that? What we do for them as an entire magazine is we distribute to them, for them to outlets, to your retail shops, whether it be cash agents or retail agents, as in your Pick and Pays, your ShopRites and that. And we make sure that their visibility is good, the sales are good. So we're trying to increase and promote sales for the magazine. It's a good brand. We don't have anything like it in South Africa. I consider myself to be young and hip. So to be honest, that is the only thing that I've seen, whether it be their websites or their magazine, and the stories that they put in there, the content is good. The stories are good, the advertising, everything of that magazine. So not just saying it, it is, it's good. Because it's a bi-monthly publication, maybe see if we can try and go monthly, to try and put it into the consumer's face quite more often. That's undoubtedly it would work. Dude, let me get back, and I'm sure you also.
Yeah, and that Good Sunday ticket.
Yeah,
Don't
it's on
worry.
TV.
Don't worry.
Cool, guy. Cool. Cheers, man.
Follow us on Twitter, like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, Insta, Facebook, follow us on Twitter, hey, follow us on Twitter.
So you guys started online.
Yes.
And you've now gone to print.
Yes.
That's the exact opposite of what everybody else is doing. Why?
Making moves. Making moves.
Thank you, Mdaba. Media as an industry is currently swamped with a lot of young aspirants eager to change the face of entertainment on the continent. Ishipani crew bonake lamadoda ke lawangena enqamashi kuona lo mkhakha lo. Sike sathi uxoxisana nabantu abazi kabanzi kusitshela ukuthi lezi insizwa zinjani uma zingekho emsebenzini.
Bonngoe originally ubuya eNewcastle, KwaZulu-Natal. He was raised by both of his parents and who are also very much into business. Ekhaya siblings, Ngingophakathi nendawo, so nginobhuti omdala kunami, nginobhuti omncane kunami. I-problem ngokuba phakathi nendawo is that you are not the eldest and you are also not the last born. It's almost like, you know, abakuboni, you know, nje, yabo, so makwenziwa izinto nje, so bekunaleyo nto leyo, yabo, ukuthi eish, yabo, I would watch her go out to sell and hustle, and you know, I always wanted to sell izinto, but now I remember thinking to myself, just after matric, okay, yeah, ngadayisa whatever it is that I want to sell, but then now, how could I build something which I could sell at a mass scale? Wabo?
Ke ngwana wa ko location mara ke goletse ko motseng. So ha ke gola ke gotse like disa, so ke gotse ke disa dikgomo, ke gotse ke tsama ke go ga metsi. Ke godisitswe ke mama, a single parent, mare ana phela bereka ko ntle, so ke godisitswe ke bo auntie ba ka le bo malome ba ka. One of my aunts took me to high school and she paid for like most of my high school education, like boarding fees and all that, and that taught me, you know, I also want to do the same for other people's kids, my community, like, you know. But the negative side to that is that, you know, sometimes you would want to spend more time with your parents, and then, you know, you can't do that because it's out of your control. I can be. I can take a whole like in a little dula motoropong. Yeah, so I can take a whole like it or Haleki Baka, so yeah, and then Humpinic dula motoropong. You can always count on me.
Life growing up ko Rabi Rich ke kasi. Like kasi dominantly at that time amangata, so we just came from Limpopo. We met a lot of colors, so like it was just a mixed masala, like Mazulu, Matsonga, Mavenda, whatever race. My one brother was told, like the area, I think Rabi Rich, like like it messed him up. Growing up in that environment, I was closer to him. So when he started with Lota High, then I got part ways now. My dad is a cop, funny enough. So that is a bit twisted in a way, one police are, you know, doing. So my brother messed up the surname, the name Fatana. So I took it upon myself for, you know what, leave it all like clean, you know. I met Bonngoe first year, and then we decided second year we're gonna start our own company, and that's when we met Andile in 2008.
So ngakhuluma naye ngathi ayazini man, yabona masingashaya ibusiness yegraphic while sasesgele no senza imali nyana nje, mhlambe mase siphume esigele, you know, angeke sibe khona isidingo sokuthi mhlambe sambe sofuna umsebenzi nanana siqale lento lesasesgele yabo. So Andile sahlangana naye ethi ufuna ukubhala istory ngathi vele yabo. So afuna ukubhala istory nje ngathi kuthi ha machita, you know, you guys are doing your thing yabo. So hlangani kanjalo no Andile.
Bonngoe is a great guy. He's a nice person to work with. He's easily persuaded if he feels something
Andile akabathemba abantu ngasho ukuthi maybe mhlambe weakness leyo mhlambe ngaba strength food depending on how you look at it.
The strength of Ali is that he's very smart and he can think quickly on his feet. Like if we have an emergency, like I'll be like, ish, and then Ali will have solutions like, no, Arashape 1, 2, 3 on it. He's that guy.
You know what I like, Nancy, is obviously the fact that we are so different, but yet we are so much the same.
Ngemva kokuthi ke bagraduate ke lamadoda amathathu aphuma lapha ezikhipani bona babazi ukuthi ukusebenzela umunye umuntu kwakungeyona into bebefuna ukuyenza. Uphinde ukhumbula ukuthi bebeneziqu zabo ke zokusebenza kwimedia, but mesuka lapho basungulela elabo ibusiness yize noma abantu abaningi bebengajabuleleke lokho. Njengamanje ke lezi insizwa zinathi ku making moves uxoxisana nathi kusitshela ukuthi ibusiness labo bafuna ukulindlondlo balisa kanjani.
Okay, yeah, it's a beautiful day today. We're out here at Making Move Studios. We just got here for the interview. It's a beautiful day. We can't wait to check it out. I heard that Pepsi's inside. So yeah, it is what it is. Yeah, let's do this. Let's do this.
They are talented and apparently hip and happening, and say that they understand their market very well. But three can also be a crowd. So there's Ishipani crew are joining me to talk about their magazine and the dynamics of running a partnership business. It's a three-way partnership, but there's the two of you here.
Yeah.
So where's the third?
Because tomorrow there's a pitch that we have to do, so he'll be handling that.
Okay.
So we're just giving him time to get the energy for that for tomorrow.
Okay, so let's talk about Ishipani. How would you describe it in one word? Or rather in a sentence, let me not give it one word.
Ishipani is basically a magazine owned by a company called Multilingual Media, and we just telling our own stories, the youth stories, the way we see it.
And the content that's on there?
The content is youth content, so we just capture the social scene of the youth culture, what's happening around SA.
Okay.
Yeah, strictly local content. Yeah.
So it's what's happening around. There's a gig guide. There's a jobs section.
Yes.
So it's a little bit more than just entertainment.
Yeah, more than just entertainment.
All right. So you guys started online.
Yes.
And you've now gone to print.
Yes.
That's the exact opposite of what everybody else is doing. Why?
A lot of research, worldwide research is that print is dying. But in SA, we've always done things differently. So that's why, with our own research, we found that, in South Africa, there was no youth magazine for the nation that just targets young people, and there was a need for it. Our online readers were asking us for something more that they can buy at the store. So that's why the print magazine is there.
Yeah.
There are magazines like Y Mag and other such youth magazines that didn't work out so well.
Yeah. We're different because with other magazines, like in terms of like the founders or the people that started the business, where people that have been in business and just see it as a business, for us it's more of a passion, and we're driven by what the message that we're trying to put across. So we understand our market entirely. Yeah. We're not just coming with facts and figures and saying, look, there's a gap in the market, let's do this. No, we are actually like part of, our subscribers and our readers. Yeah. So that's what makes us different. That's why, we were the first actually national magazine online to just push 100% local content.
Okay, so your content is fresh, you understand your market, you're young and funky. Is it working? How many copies are you selling a month?
Currently we're selling 10,000 copies, which is an estimate of 3 readers per household. So we're targeting 30,000 people,
okay,
on the print.
Are you making money?
We're making money.
Yes, we are. Money?
Yeah, we're
You've seen your numbers. You can't.
No,
we've got a following of it's 100,000 readers every month online. So, like, obviously that's traffic. We've got people that are advertising on the side, so we are making money.
Okay.
Yeah.
I've seen your numbers once again. Okay. I don't think you're making money.
I wouldn't say we're not making money. We are making money. Maybe we're not making money as much as a drum would be making, but you need to remember that companies like that are companies that have been in business for over 100 years.
And covering your costs?
Yeah, we are covering our overheads. So
Are you paying yourselves?
We are paying ourselves, and we've got 2 employees that are full-time, and we've got freelancers, about 8 contributors that contribute to the magazine. So we pay them per issue.
Okay. I mean, I still think you guys are mad for going into print. So listen, there are some print platforms that are working.
Yeah.
My understanding of print platforms that are working are, one, language other than English. So Zulu magazines or newspapers, Sesotho, Chivenda. So our languages, in terms of print, are working. Everybody else is taking a hammering.
Yeah. The thing is, with other guys, we compete with guys who've been in the business for like hundreds of years, who've got like marketing material from all over the place.
Yes, but they're tanking.
but looking at us, we don't have those things, but yet, our copies are moving off the shelves. So it shows that there's something. That's how we look at it. We're like, there is a demand for this.
So are you pinning your hopes, the growth of the business, on print or on digital?
Both. But either way, you know, we're safe as a company because we're strong online either way, you know. So let's, you know, it's not, even if the print doesn't work out, which I'm not saying it won't, you know, our number would have grown.
So who owns the business?
There's three members in the company. It's myself, Andile, and Bonngoe.
So give me 50% and I'll get you to 100,000 copies in 12 months.
We don't sell shares. We're only gonna.
I'm not asking you to sell them. I don't want to buy them. Take them for free. I'll get you to 100,000 copies in 12 months.
No, nah, we're not interested. We are on this mission to get it to 100,000 bi-weekly, and it's going to happen.
Okay, the offer is going to be open for the next 6 months.
Okay.
I guarantee you'll come back, gentlemen.
Thank you.
Now that we've heard from the crew from Ishipani, we are linking them up with our seasoned business coach for some advice on how they can attract more advertising and a greater reader base for their online and print magazines.
Yeah, the studio making moves. The interview was nice with the Pepsi. It was grilly.
From the coaching session, I'm expecting for them to ask us a lot about the business, like the numbers, how things work, you know, the money we're making, you know, our plans on how we see ourselves, investors, you know, so and so and so, stuff that really bore me. But
Bonngoe is there to handle all that, so yeah,
it's all good.
Sharp.
When you come into a coaching session, you don't come in it to defend yourself. And especially as a young entrepreneur, you come into it receptive to the information that you're going to receive, right?
I don't agree with her saying that, you know, we don't take the numbers and the business side seriously.
Making moves.
Ishipani crew have great ideas on how to take their media empire to the next level. Kodwa badinga umuntu ozobanikeza izingcebiso ezinhle kakhulu ezizobasiza ukuthi bona bathatha amathuba akhona ke kulomkhakha abasebenza kuwona. Ingakho sibahlanganiseke ne-coaching session ezobasiza ukuthi ke bona ba-improve ama-operations akhona lapha enkampanini yabo.
I've been in business for over 10 years and I started Afrofusion in my mother's lounge with a laptop and 200 Rand. And I've grown it to 60 people and based in 4 ways at the moment. We are a full-service agency with a strong focus on strategy. So we take our clients through a consultative process where we look at what their business needs are, we look at their communication needs, and we tie the two up in terms of strategy. And from there, we implement, be it above the line, below the line, or branding activities that strategy indicates the client needs. I've made tons of mistakes over the years. I have failed colossally, from an expansion to East Africa to trying to acquire another ad agency. And I really think it's that experience that I'll bring to the Making Moves entrepreneurs. I'll definitely be encouraging the Making Moves entrepreneurs to take risks, calculated obviously, and to just not be afraid to fail. Let's not wait on government. If you have a dream, if you have a vision for your life, just do it. Okay, how do you generate revenue?
We generate revenue
through advertisers.
And how many do you have?
We've got a couple. You know.
How many?
No, we've
right
got
now,
a few. Thing is, they work per campaign, as per campaign. So you might find that currently now we have Heineken and Brutal Fruit that are currently running campaigns online.
Currently.
So yeah, currently.
I'm concerned about the print publication. I'm not too sure that they should have gone that route, and they're not really able to quantify the reasons why they do these things, right? But perhaps it's a lesson that they need to learn in their entrepreneurial journey. But what's the feedback from the advertisers that you're approaching? What are they saying to you? Because you've mentioned 2 to me, right? That's a big concern, especially if you have a readership of 100,000 online and 30,000, I think. Advertisers should be jumping at this, right? Your demographic, I'm assuming, is 18 to 25.
Yes.
Male and female?
Yeah, male and
urban
female.
areas?
Yeah.
Peri-urban?
Yeah.
like almost kasi, almost
Yeah.
Just the youth in general.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And this is the thing, as you guys, and I'm sure you should know this by now, right? You've been in business for almost 7 years, right? As you're approaching your advertisers, you can't go maybe kasi, right?
Yeah.
You should be clear about who your demographic is, and you should be clear about how you can add value to their brand by targeting this demographic, right? Clear. And I think for me that's a little bit of an issue, because even in your case study you didn't have financials. They definitely need a business person as part of their trio, because they're all creatives, and I've seen this about 1 million times over the past 11 years, where creatives need to focus on the creative side of the business.
I heard what she said. I don't agree with some things I agree with, but yeah, that's how it is.
The fact that you guys are not able to pitch your business to me, massive concern. Major concern, right? The fact that you're not even on average able to tell me what your numbers are, another concern. And when you come into a coaching session, you don't come in it to defend yourself. And especially as a young entrepreneur, you come into it receptive to the information that you're going to receive, right? So when I say to you, pitch your business to me, be open to it. Don't defend yourself, right? Because I'm here to help. You guys seem to be focusing a lot on local content, right? Is there a possibility that I can push you to start thinking about continental content? If they really want to take the business to that next level, they need to do things differently. Nigeria is big when it comes to Nollywood, when it comes to music, right? It's got a huge market, right? So you are online. So you should not just be targeting South Africans, but look at your continental brands, right? Then you can go to a Standard Bank. They have a continental footprint. So if they want to get a continental message out, they have that footprint, right? So perhaps there's another angle to generating revenue by targeting or expanding yourselves to be more continentally focused.
Like I said, Ishipani is an information website on Ishipani, like on what's happening now, you know? And that's the direction that we're going with. You don't want to dilute it with like, just because it has this attention and it's growing now, we want to put this and this and this. Do you understand? We want to stay focused on different topics for different things. That's what we believe works anyway.
They are unfortunately set in their ways. They think that they know what they're doing. And that's okay, but you're young, right? I'm not going to know what it takes to run a global empire. When I get to that stage, I'm going to need to sit down with someone that's run a global empire, right? So
we know what's happening, we know what's working, and we know how we're going to take over. But sometimes you don't want to say something that, you know, you might take that away from yourself. It's not wise. But I understand exactly where you're coming from, because you're not in the business and you're seeing it from your point of view. And I appreciate your points and I agree with you. It's just that, like, I'm like, you know? But it's like, there's a bit of a conflict, so, you know, I'm a little bit like, but it's okay.
Again,
I understand.
Guys,
I understand.
I'm going to throw this at you again, right?
Yeah.
As young entrepreneurs, you guys have been in business for almost 7 years.
Yes.
Right? I expect you to be at a different level. But what I'm getting from you is almost a startup level, to be honest with you.
Okay.
Right? And where you guys are at right now, I really honestly feel that you should be able to have at least 15 advertisers.
Yeah.
At least 5, 10 advertisers that you have 12 to 24-month contracts with. At this, in 7 years in business, that's where you should be playing. That's where you should be at. I need you to get to that next level now.
I don't agree with her saying that, you know, we don't take the numbers and the business side seriously.
Thank you. And all the best for tomorrow. In your pitch, again, just positives, just your strengths, and quantify.
Everything I funa icon. So asimpekile sithi hello. Akasazi come pitch time. Uzosibona kahle.
Making Moves has a prize valued at 50,000 Rand to invest into a business. 12 young entrepreneurs will get a chance to showcase their businesses. Each entrepreneur will be given a chance to pitch for this investment to our panel of judges. The judges will use their own discretion to pick the top 4 businesses to go into our final episode, where they will compete for this grand prize. You too can be part of this exciting opportunity for young entrepreneurs.
Making moves.
Bafowethu, Nikre.
Hayi, simnandi.
Hayi no ngiyathokoza bafethu. Namhlanje zikhipha ama pitch.
Yeah,
Sure.
Ni ready?
100%
More than
ready.
ready. More than ready.
All right, ni prepareni enaziyo ukuthi izokwenza short ama judges now. Yabona time nje bafethu.
Oh yeah, no. So we got a lot of feedback from Antoinette in terms of coaching. So there's a lot of things that she was able to show us, some very interesting pointers, and as in things that we were not aware of. So we had to go back to the drawing room and just reevaluate everything. You know what I mean?
So izolo ubuhleli ulalele wala majita ahleli Pepsi awa grill. So manje ke bakubuyisile ukuthi suka from emuva woza ngaphambili ke uzoshaya pitch.
Sure.
Okay, so you think you got enough information, you've done everything right?
I did. I think it was actually good that I wasn't part of the grilling session yesterday.
Okay.
Because now I was able to sit down and look at it from afar and be able to take down my notes.
Hopefully lama notes wathathile ke azokusiza kwi pitch yakho uma upitcha so besinibona ke kulesi esinye isigaba asazi njengale question mark ethi Ishipani. Nathi ke sifuna ukubona ke if nizoya kwesinye isigaba ke bafowethu or not.
I know.
No, thanks a lot.
Definitely
Thanks a lot.
see you.
Hola. Ake siyasho ke izinsizwa ukuthi izolo uPepsi ubeka wathi nje uqinisa ibhawodi kuzona ke wabagrilla kodwa bayasho ukuthi bathatha ama notes balalela ke futhi necoach yabo. Into esifuna ukuyibona ukuthi uma bepitcha ingabe na kuzohamba kahle. Ake sibone ukuthi Ishipani.
Gentlemen, good afternoon. How are you?
Good afternoon, Pepsi. How are you?
Fantastic. Are you guys ready to pitch?
Yeah, no, we're more than ready.
All right, let me hear that. I love the swag and the confidence. You've got 4 minutes to pitch your business, after which we'll have a short question and answer session for 2 minutes. And your 4 minutes starts in 3, 2, 1. Go.
Okay, first of all, thank you for allowing us the opportunity to come and showcase our business to South Africans sitting at home who may possibly, be needing inspiration, and we hope that they can find inspiration in our story. So to start off, I'm going to talk about us. I'm going to talk about print versus digital. I'm going to talk about our revenue streams. I'm going to talk about our short-term goals, which is to grow numbers. I'm going to talk about what we're going to use the money for and how it's going to help us achieve our short-term goals. And lastly, I'm going to talk about the equipment and obviously the cost implications. Okay, because I've got little time, I'm going to have to fly through it. So I'm going to focus on the important stuff. Okay, first of all, to talk about us, basically Ishipani.com is an online and print youth magazine targeting youth between the ages of 18 to 25 that fall within a 4 to 10 LSM bracket. So now those are your college, varsity students and young working professionals. And I mean, nowadays, more than ever, corporate brands are trying to get into that youth space. And what better way for them to do it than to make use of the publications that we have on offer for them. And the reason why brands are trying to do that is because they're trying to constantly reinvent themselves. And what better way to do that than to speak to a young, vibrant South African audience. And that's the audience that we have. And print versus digital. So a lot of people are always asking us questions as to, print is dying. Why have you guys gone from online to print? It's a debate. And I mean, back in the 1900s when TV first came out, people were listening to radio and they had the very same debates. And the debate was that, if then we've got TV, radio is then going to die out. I mean, you look today, radio still exists. So what I'm getting to is the fact that, you've got digital, you've got social media, and what is happening now, it's not that print is dying, but however, because we've got social media, print now needs to share the space. You've got outdoor mediums, we've got a whole lot of mediums which now need to share the space. So it's not that print is dying. Print will still be around for a number of years. actually. And now we just need to share the space with all these other digital platforms. So revenue streams, Ishipani.com has 3 revenue streams. The first one is obviously the advertising, not 3, man, I mean 2. One is advertising, which will come from your corporate brands, and the other revenue streams will then be your end consumer. So that's how we are making our money. And short-term goals, our short-term goal is obviously to, you know, grow numbers. And reason being why we want to grow numbers, there's a saying in advertising which says that advertising always follows numbers. So, I mean, our main goal right now is to actually be able to grow those numbers. That's been like our main goal, because once we have the numbers, then it's going to be such an easier sell to sit down with the different brand managers and just show them numbers. Instead of trying to get them to advertise, we'll just allow the numbers to speak for themselves. So that is one of our short-term goals. And obviously then the question would then be, you know, you want to grow those numbers. How do you then grow those numbers? What is the plan? I don't know if you guys, when you sat down there's some cards that we put there. There's some cards, I don't know if you guys were able to pick those cards up. So those cards look like this. So now, this basically is a Ishipani.com card. We call it a to view your pick card. So this is what has basically helped us to actually, you know, build the business, to build the numbers. Because now what happens, we get invited to a whole lot of events. And now when we go to the events, we are then able to take pictures of not just the celebrities that are attending the event, but then now we also focus on the guys, on the normal person on the street that came to attend the event. And then what we do, then we take pictures of them and then we give them this card. So now when they take this card, they are then able to...
I've got to stop you. Your 4 minutes is up. I feel like you still had a lot more content to go through, but hopefully some of it will come out in the question and answer session, which starts now. I'll start with the first question. So, you know, I still have an issue with you guys in print. I'm looking at this beautiful magazine. It's gorgeous, and the content is amazing. You've got 3 advertisers.
Yes.
That can't be good. Hey? How come only 3 advertisers?
We are relatively a new publication. I mean, I remember sometime last year when we started out, when we only had just 1 issue, you know, I'd have to sit down and pitch to the different media planners and buyers. And they would say, no one is going to jump on a publication that just only has 1 issue. So it's important for us to first build those numbers. I mean, it's only just 6
you're going to run out of time,
yeah,
so I'm going to stop you for your own good.
Yeah.
Antoinette, have you got any questions?
I'm not happy with the fact that you guys are okay with having 3 advertisers, because you've come from an online platform where you have 100,000 people into print, right? And even though it's just your 6th edition, for me it still does not add up. I need to see more advertisers.
Yeah, I'm not convinced you're sharing what you're really wanting to achieve with this magazine to your advertisers. You're not bringing the message across. And saying to me that from a marketing manager perspective, it's, you know, you'll understand that they don't want to. You shouldn't be understanding, because that is 100% incorrect. Okay? It's who they're going to reach, what they're going to reach, and where you're going to with
So
it.
what do you want to do with the money?
Okay, Ishipani.com is mainly Joburg based. So we want to sort of stretch our footprint. We want to be visible in Cape Town, and we want to be visible in Durban as well. So now how we're going to do that is that we want to start bringing on student photographers. And obviously then what would happen, we would then supply them with a card. So they'll go out to the different events, take photos, and then people can actually come to the site and actually, you know, and actually find their photos on the site. You know, what can we do? You know, what is our role there?
So your time is up. Thank you. Good presentation. We're going to deliberate for a few minutes and then call you back in with our feedback.
I think what I could have possibly maybe done differently was to get straight to the point, which would be, you know, what we need the money for and what we're going to use the money for, and not spend so much time talking about the business. You know, yeah, I think maybe if I just jumped straight into that, I could have then done it within the 4 minutes.
they're in the comfort zone.
I don't know if they're the right people to run the business. I think they're the right people
to do
the content,
yeah.
to do the publication.
Absolutely.
But I don't know if they are the right people to run the business.
Yes.
Absolutely.
Just looking at that publication, I mean, I could think of hundreds of possible advertisers that would die to
I don't
be
know
in
if it's
there.
that simple.
But they bump into advertisers all the time at the events where they go to cover these stories. All the time, Pepsi. And they're not able to secure just a one-on-one.
They've got beautiful content. Looks amazing, and their magazine is gorgeous. It's spot on in terms of the youth market. And it's got gorgeous-looking young ladies in there. I'm also a bit concerned, like this card, to view your picture, the picture calling card, drives traffic online. It doesn't drive traffic
to the magazine,
to print. Where they're sitting at 10,000. It's a pity. Anyway, so what are their 3 tasks?
I want them to secure 5 advertisers for the festive season coming up. I'm sure a lot of the media buyers have booked already, but I need them to secure at least 5.
There's opportunities.
Absolutely.
For me, I want them to have a clear pitch to what they're going to be telling these advertisers, because I don't think that's clear. Their pitch needs to be crystal clear on this is who we're reaching, this is why, this is wanting, you know, so the
3 bullets.
absolutely.
Boom, boom, boom.
They haven't switched the commercial side on.
Yeah,
They haven't.
I don't think they do.
There's no commercial value attached to it.
All right, let's bring them back in.
Gentlemen, yini into enifuna ukuthi ama-judges wethu ayithathe from i-pitch yenu?
We started out from Pretoria, operating from a small little flat with just one computer screen. But what we had was that one computer screen and a big dream. You know, we moved to Joburg. We were operating. We started from nothing. We were operating, renting some backyard commune somewhere. You know, in Randburg, staying together, sharing one bed. You know what I mean? So that's the message we really want to get out there.
Nakho-ke bafethu. Nifostile, uyasho ukuthi kufanele siposte, nipitchile, manje sekuyisikhathi sokuthi siyothola imphumela. Nicabanga ukuthi siyanibona kusigaba esilandelayo? Noma cha?
Definitely. You know what? Definitely.
Sizoke sibone ukuthi niyaqhubeka nathi siye phambili bafethu. Nginifisela inhlanhla konke niwenzayo. Nenza umsebenzi omuhle. Ngiyawuthanda umsebenzi wenu bafethu.
Siyabonga.
Thank you.
Sure.
Shonani khona.
Okay.
Insizwe ezivutha umlilo ke lezi ziyasho ukuthi ke konke lokho abakwenzile baqala benephupho besebenzele endaweni encane manje ibhizinisi liyakhula umkhumbi wona usemncane kodwa ke baloku beyishosholoza beyaphambili ake sizwe ukuthi ama-judges wethu ke bona bayibone kanjani ipitch yabo ke ingabe na izikhiphani banathi kwisigaba esilandelayo noma cha bobo baphindela kuma drawing boards kodwa ibhizinisi lokuqhubeka liyaphambili ake sizwe.
Gentlemen, welcome back. How do you guys think you did on a scale of 1 to 10?
I'd like to give us
8. Okay.
9. I'd give us a 9.
Guys are confident. Okay.
Quantify it.
Yeah. You see. So, how much did you guys turn over? Your best turnover month in the last 6 months?
Best turnover month, last 6 months.
I'm trying to think because
you know, I'd love to give the figure being generated by Ishipani.
But not the same month.
No, just your best month that you've had. Or your average.
What's your average?
I'd say
We break even.
yeah.
We break even because you also need to look at the sales also. Sales.
Yeah, because you've got a cover
customer
price
sales.
as well.
Yeah.
We break even.
Okay.
And we need to...
You guys have been around for 7 years. Do you think you should be further?
I still consider us as a startup. The culture of entrepreneurship in SA is still, you know, it's still taking baby steps. We are still getting there. You know what I mean? We are getting there. We are slowly getting there. And,
Okay.
you know...
We're very interested in your business, which is why we're engaging. We're interested in you guys as young people, because we think you're smart, which is why we're engaging. Right.
Martin.
We've got some tasks.
Okay.
In fact, you know what? I'm not even going to give you guys tasks. I'm going to give you feedback and then I'm going to send you on your way. I don't think you guys are nearly as smart as you think you are. I think there's a level of arrogance that is affecting the growth of your business. I think you guys are far too cocksure for the level that your business is at. I think 7 years into the game, you could be a lot further. I think the content and the lifestyle and the headspace and the passion for what you do is spot on. It's amazing. And nobody can touch you there. Absolutely. I don't think you're running the business side of it. I think you're leaving a lot of money on the table that you could be making. My offer still stands. Give me what you need. And it's not necessarily me. You need someone like me that has a head for the content, appreciates it, but I'm not into it. I'm not into the lifestyle. I'm not into the passion. I'm into the numbers, right? And that's what you need. You need someone that's going to push aggressively, get advertisers on board, get you guys thinking in the right way about the money part of it.
Guys, you have such an opportunity, but you're going about it the wrong way, and you're not open to feedback, right? So I'm hoping that this experience, you'll take it, you're going to go back to the office and say to yourselves, okay, we need help. 7 years is a long time, guys. So we're not going to call you back, right? No. So I'm hoping that if the only thing you get out of this experience is that we are young and we do not know it all, we can't know it all, and we need help.
Don't be your own worst enemy, because that's what you are right now. You've told yourself that they don't want that. You've set the parameters, and they're incorrect.
Gentlemen, wish you the best of luck. I think your business is going to grow from strength to strength. Just tweak those things that need to be tweaked.
Yeah, no. Thanks a lot, guys.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thanks.
But we didn't make it to the second round, which is sad. But then, yeah, it's been great. Besilana basniki advice eningi, and then we're taking that home. We're just gonna implement everything abasitshele yona, and then to grow our business even bigger and better.
Again, for me, I think the judges confirm what I told the guys yesterday. The fact that Pepsi could pick up the arrogance from where we were sitting was a highlight for me, because at least it'll give the guys something to think about as they go back to the office.
Where to from now? We're going to bump up the Ishipani TV and Ishipani events. Yeah, they're still in the pipeline. So yeah, from here, yeah, it's up.